Welcome to the Wakili Omari's opinion under Copter News. This is my opinion. My opinion about the children of Kanyari. And my advice to you parents, to you mothers, to you fathers who might find themselves in a situation where your children are a tussle before the courts of law. And as I've said in the 2 episodes, Bayo's children, the question might go to the Supreme Court. One, to avoid such a situation as a mother, when you have divorced, when you have given a birth to a child with somebody and you're not living together as husband and wife, the advice I give is that ensure that person adopts that child. Make sure that person becomes known legally by an adoption. An adoption is a reversal from Kanyari's children to be Tashi's children. If that was done, that story ends. The law says one needs the consent of Kanyari. But the law also says if the consent is withheld unnecessarily, the court will look at what is the best interest of the children, and that person will be granted custody. So you, a single mother watching Court Helicopter, you have your child with somebody, but you are married to another person. Make sure that child is adopted. A child has 50, it's just like a company, 50% father and mother. Get that 50% that was owned by the biological father and give that 50% to your husband who is there. Number two, if adoption is a problem, get to the children's court, get an order for guardianship so that that person who you are married to has legal responsibility over your children. Third, if that is a problem, walk to the office of the children's officer. Anywhere, every county, every sub-county, everywhere, there is a children officer. Get what is called foster care placement. Let that child or those children be with you under the order of foster care placement. The second advice, and my opinion, is that there is no longer any customs of paying to have children. Any culture that talks about paying to have children, it is illegal, it is repugnant to morality. You cannot buy children. There is no law outside the Children Act that deals with matters children. Get it clear. Customs do not deal with matters children. That is why the Qadhi's court has no jurisdiction to deal with matters children. So ensure you follow the law as Court Helicopter puts it to you. 3, if you are a single mother, the man who gave you the pregnancy either raped you or died or disappeared or has never appeared, walk to court and look for what is called sole custody. In sole custody, you will be able to have your child completely alone. You can move out of the country with this child. You can change the name of this child. You can take that child to school the way you want. Sole custody. The third advice, in my opinion, your mother, your father, your relatives will not have custody of your children when you die. You as a mother, you are a child of your biological mother. But your children are children of your husband. who happens to be their biological father. So, my advice, parents, grandparents, stop demanding to be paid money or to be paid dowry or to be paid cash. That you are getting money for to accept your grandchild to be taken over by a man who has married your daughter. Remember, the man who married Betty Bayo only married Betty Bayo. He paid dowry for Betty Bayo. He cannot pay dowry he cannot pay. I don't know how that can be called. You can't pay for the children. The children belong to the biological father. And if Kanyari gets proper legal advice, he has a chance of reclaiming those children. Lastly, Wakili Dunstan Omari wishes Betty Bayo to be buried decently. We wish this matter will not go to court over where she's going to be buried, whether she'll be buried in Kanyari's home, whether she's going to be buried in Hiram Gitau's home, or whether she's going to be buried where she intended in her life to be buried. We wish the songbird, the lady of religious music, to have a peaceful burial. Then we hope this matter goes to ADR. This matter about the children, we hope it doesn't go to court because it will be a big, big trauma. Those children have lost their mother. Those children have lost the person they cared for. Kindly, my advice to all the people listening to Court Helicopter, let this matter be dealt with. I'm appealing to the church. I'm appealing to the village elders. I'm appealing to friends of Betty Bayo. Let us not fight for the children of Betty Bayo. My advice is let this matter be resolved through the church quietly so that those children can move on. Those children can forget. Those children can concentrate on their exams. They are tiny children. They are vulnerable. They don't need to be dragged to court. And that is my opinion, Wakili Dunstan Omari. May sobriety be there. May commercial interests not come in. May people calm down, mourn quietly, but behind it, remember, let us not destroy those children by a lot of litigation. Let us not take these children to court. Let them not see the drama between the people who loved Betty Bayo. Kanyari, accept Betty Bayo is not your wife. Tasha, accept the children of Betty Bayo had their biological father. These are facts that cannot change. We see you next weekend when we shall be dealing with other matters. Wakili Dunstan Omari. Thank you.